Hello everyone, this is your cncHD and today we are looking at the 1v1 between sCuBa and GeN. So here at the top position we have sCuBa in the green color, the nuclear general, and at the bottom position we have the one and only, the master himself, GeN. So let's go into this game. GeN is playing as Toxin general in the orange color. So Nuke versus Toxin it is, and the match is played on Tournament Desert. I believe no cars edition, because there are no cars, so yeah, I think that's the one. sCuBa is going directly for the middle. He wants some aggressive strategy against his opponent, and I believe he is going for a fast supply. There it is, then the supply truck, and then fast worker kill there in the middle. Here at the bottom side we see two tunnels popping up for GeN, and worker going here to the left to build another tunnel. Yeah, what you're hearing in the background is just my cat having a little problem there with his health. Supply truck here going to the right, killing maybe a worker here with the supply stash, but the supply stash is going up in time, so no damage will be done there, except for one or two work kills and a little bit delay of the mining. Terrorists are on the way here to blow up a supply truck. The supply truck there is not careful enough, and the Battlemaster will survive. Luckily for sCuBa, there is a micro involved there at the top, so the Battlemaster will definitely survive. Nice action here by sCuBa, denying that tunnel, or maybe not. Now he's denying it. I was thinking he was not. Tunnel up on the left, tunnel denied on the right, so therefore this supply is wide open for this Battlemaster to be harassed. Let's see if GeN is putting some defense there at the bottom. Right now he has none, but he has a technical on his way to the top supply, which is harassing right now the supply center. Only two RPGs inside, so a little bit weak. Also we have the classic TD version, by the way. You can see this here through the supply placement. Bottom side, Battlemaster killing 3 or 4 workers, but there's a technical hopefully denying that. Terrorist! Nice. Maybe also scrapping up? Yep, I believe so. 3-star promoted technical, hopefully that thing will survive. This would be perfect for GeN if he has the 3-star technical. Also that one survived. Supply stash is being refilled with workers, 5 at the count. That one here is boxed in, but only 2 workers doing the job there, so not good income for GeN there. Gatling turret up to protect the supply, but as we can see, supply not protected. Technical is there, but as soon as Battlemaster survive incomes, and there is the technical gone. 3-star technical lost due to the Battlemaster. So if the Battlemaster is now chasing those 2 technicals to the top, they will not be able to get out of that because of the Gatling turret, but they are not driving into that. So 2 technicals down, Battlemaster survives, and sCuBa lost a lot of income here due to the attack here. Flame tank there in the middle, clearing out some buildings. Also there's a free dozer to be killed by GeN. So lots of tunnel action going on here by GeN. There's the technical, maybe picking off that dozer, but no, it's just re-garrison that building, but the flame tank will take this one easily. Scorpion tank tried to destroy the flame tank but was not successful there. Little house fight on the left, and the technical is on the way to harass the supply center, but there's a Battlemaster by sCuBa ready in position, and the propaganda center is going up now for sCuBa, which means overlords will come in very soon. And is there a terrorist inside? No, just 2 RPGs which will be crushed easily by those 2 Battle Masters. No problem there for sCuBa. In the meantime, GenMaster is going for the oil. And sCuBa, no oil yet, but I think he's going for the Lotus later on. So right now the game is a little bit slow. No really good progress here by GenMaster, only mining with 4 workers. Now he was mining with 2 workers a few minutes ago, and here at the bottom right only 3 workers doing the job. So a little bit slow there on GenMaster's side. sCuBa has the 3rd supply, so he is faster there, he has more income, and he is more on the aggressive side, so I like to see that. Oh, Toxin Rebel clearing out that building, and those 2 tank hunters are in danger, and we can now see that the propaganda center has finished and the ECM is out. No palace though from GenMaster. He has 2 arms dealers. He is going for the spam, but he should build more workers to afford the spam. First dozer is gone, and only 1 dozer left for sCuBa. And this one is in the middle, and I think that technical is now searching for that last dozer. There's Lotus going for the oil. Technical escaping and running directly into the dozer, but there are 5 Battle Masters, so, and Lotus blocking the way for the technical. That was a nice interception there. Good job by Lotus. Okay, so sCuBa really need to build a command center right now to be able to continue his production and not losing that dozer. Little aggression there from the left, but that will not do much against sCuBa. But sCuBa has all of his troops on the bottom. But I think as soon as he sees the attack, he will put his tanks back to protect his propaganda center. But the propaganda center will go down actually. Didn't think of that. And sCuBa continues with the aggression at the bottom, just sending 2 Battle Masters to the top, losing 1 on the way to the top. Supply center will be destroyed, and also this supply center is in danger, so there needs to be an overlord ASAP at the top to defend the homeland against those 6 tanks, which are normally not doing much damage, but because the tanks are all there on the bottom, the tanks there in the top can do massive amount of damage. Mines are up, but here is the defense. Also an overlord is included there. The Battlemaster is driving directly into the troops, but will not detonate because of the upgrade for the Nuke General. Barracks was being destroyed, but only put into the whole mode, and GenMaster is on the way to do more damage. The supply trucks are being finished off. sCuBa not careful enough here. He was busy protecting his supply centers, losing 2 and the propaganda center and the Gatling turret. So that was a massive amount of damage done through GenMaster. Both players are still on 2 Aldrichs, so both players getting a decent amount of money in. We have 2 overlords now by Mr. sCuBa, and the command center is going up. GenMaster in the meantime is continuing his unit spam. He is not going for the palace. He has built the 3rd supply stash, and he tries to kill sCuBa as fast as possible, and that army is not going to be enough to finish off these 3 tanks. Maybe with the 2 Scorpions here extra he will be able to finish those off, but I think he is going to lose quite some units there. But the overlords are driving back, so good decision there by sCuBa. Also the flame tank trying to destroy the arms dealer, but not successfully. Worker here on the top left. sCuBa not realizing that, and yeah, GenMaster now securing that 2nd supply of sCuBa. Overlords being trapped into this attack there. And that was a good use of general promotions there by sCuBa, destroying the arms dealer, destroying the supply stash. Really good move there, good amount of damage, and that will hurt GenMaster a lot actually. So main supply going up for sCuBa again, and sCuBa's main base is more in the middle right now, so he has a lot of buildings in the middle. And I think that win is going to sCuBa because of the massive amount of scorpions. The Overlord will survive and will finish off the last remaining scorpions. Nice! Didn't see that one coming. Oh, really nice. 2-star promoted Overlord, and RPGs killed the supply trucks there at the bottom. Supply stash going up at the top, and no supply stash there at the bottom. I think GenMaster is a little bit bankrupt there, and he's capturing the Oilderic, losing his barracks, but the Lotus cannot do much because there's the tunnel in a good position. So main supply is being destroyed there by GenMaster, and sCuBa is doing some harassment there at the bottom. There's the supply stash. Went up again for GenMaster. Maybe I didn't saw this earlier. Whatever. So Overlord tank without a Gatling turret, but he has nuke shells to do some good amount of damage to those RPG troopers. He's driving directly into the top tunnel. Hopefully there's nothing inside to finish off that 2-star promoted Overlord. That would be a shame. Supply truck also Garrus collecting some resources here, but being picked off by the Scorpion. And we can see at the top that sCuBa has defended this position. He has 4 Battlemasters there, but losing 1 or 2 here due to the Toxin tunnel and the units inside. Overlord still doing some damage here at the bottom, so this is really a heroic Overlord. Killed a few Scorpions there in the middle, destroyed some buildings there at the bottom, and now finishing off another supply stash. Also now 3-star promoted, so that Overlord is really a hero unit right now in this match. Finishing off one tunnel after another. Those 2 RPGs will not stand a chance against this Overlord, and they know it, and therefore they are running into a building, hopefully. Overlord almost being picked off there, escaping just in time. sCuBa losing more and more supply trucks. I think he is very short on cash. And Battlemasters here at the top did a good job, finishing off that tunnel and now destroying the Armsland and the supply stash. So really good job there by sCuBa at the top. Okay, Overlord is healed up again and ready to take on some enemy units. That worker has not a good life right now. He is dead, and yeah, I think GenMaster is not doing long anymore. Some unused supplies piles here on the left. Seems like no one has the cash right now to collect from there. Also there's this bunker holding off sCuBa supply trucks from collecting there. Both oils are still up for both players, so both players still getting money through those tech buildings. Overlord still doing some good damage here and escaping in time, but now he needs to move, otherwise this will be dangerous for this Overlord. Now going for that Oilderic, that is a good decision for sCuBa, cutting off the income of GenMaster, and also Lotus here in action at the bottom, but there's the terrorist, and I think the terrorist is going to throw himself into the sexy Lotus. But, oh, GenMaster not noticing that Lotus is stealing 1000 cash, but terrorist now coming in and self-destroying himself with the CTRL button. Nice move there by GenMaster, that was really well done, killing that Lotus. more tunnels going up here, but tunnels are not doing anything against the 3-star overlord of the Nuke general, as we can see here right now. Also some cash grab by sCuBa through the general promotion. GenMaster is now officially bankrupt. He is selling his second supply stash and he's only on one main. And he still has this one oil derrick. So I was wrong a few minutes ago that both players had an oil derrick. Only GenMaster had oils. So a little bit sloppy there on my side. Not catching that. So there is still one tunnel there up at the top, but only securing 3,900 cash, but that's still quite some cash there. Also the main supply is up again, but here comes a nice EMP, and now would be the right time to have a self-destruction Battlemaster, but he doesn't have that. But in addition, he has the Nuke bomber, and what a fantastic use of a general promotion there by sCuBa. Absolutely loved that, and that was an absolutely beautiful defend there by sCuBa with the general promotion and the 2 battle masters. So command center now going up for GenMaster. He tries to rely now on the cash bounty and the general promotions of himself, but is he going to have that command center up in time to use all those general promotions? I think so, but he is not going to use a lot of general promotions then, because it looks like sCuBa is taking the win. Overlord still surviving that match, 3-star promoted, and yeah, escaping now. That oil derrick barely survived, and looks like the worker is going to repair that oil. For a second I thought he's going to place the supply stash here finally, but he's not doing so. He's going to the oil instead, and that's a good decision because that oil is a lifesaver in this match. Only one supply truck at the top, but I think sCuBa has no money to afford a second supply truck. And the Helix also barely survived, and the Overlord again escaping in time. And yeah, nice use here of the Overlord and Helix by sCuBa to pick off those units, and this looks very bad for GenMaster. But he now has the command center up, and I think Toxin Rebel Ambush will pick off that Overlord. And there it is, Toxin Rebel Ambush, and the Overlord is getting out in time. What a lucky Overlord that is, and he is going directly for the workers, and there is no unit at the bottom to hold off that Overlord tank. The Helix now is in danger, needs to escape, and no Scorpion, no terrorist, no RPG is ready there to take on that Overlord. Only quads, and quads are not going to be enough to destroy that Overlord. That is a really big hero unit there, this Overlord. And it looks like he is escaping again. Man, that Overlord, that is a big hero right now. No Scorpion to take that on. Hui. Oil derrick is repaired again, and there are some support units for sCuBa to take out that 2 tunnels. Only quads there inside. Maybe a few Scorpions would have been the better choice for GenMaster. And therefore the quads are being finished off easily there by the powerful Nuke tanks. A few rebels coming in from the bottom, but they will not do much. The flame wave will kill them. And yeah, little desperate attack there at the top with a tunnel. And Helix is repairing right now. So only this one tunnel defense line left, and then GenMaster is finished off. I would say nice game of sCuBa there, nicely played, nicely done. And I think that's going to be it for GenMaster. sCuBa still escaping, regrouping, and then going into the tunnels again. There is No Rebel Ambush ready yet, but it will be ready in 1 or 2 minutes again, so sCuBa need to take its move to not lose more units to the Rebel Ambush. Nuke Bomber coming in, nice decision to finish off this fortress here and also this terrorist. Nicely done. 3 tunnels left and this 1 quad. And a technical coming in. Maybe a terrorist inside. Yes, there was a terrorist inside, but not getting that hero overlord. Yeah, GenMaster still trying to defend his homeland, but he is losing 1 tunnel after another, and soon he will be out of tunnels there at the bottom. And once his command center is gone, he will be defeated. He still has his 1 Alderac though, so he's still getting cash in, and he's also collecting here from the middle, but this will not help him a lot since sCuBa has the upper hand with his 3-star promoted overlord and the helix, and also has main supply there. Oh, nice! All 3 quads are gone, and the helix now finishing off the rest of this. And GenMaster has been defeated. 28 minutes and 44 seconds. So really nicely done. Really nice game. Lots of aggression on both sides. A bit of sloppy start there by GenMaster with not having enough workers on the supply stash, but then having 2 Alderacs in the mid and late game, and in the late game still 1 Alderac left, repairing it and keeping it alive, and also applying pressure the whole time through the game. And sCuBa going for the middle, going for the helix, going for this hero overlord, and some tricky hit and run tactics. Absolutely fantastic match, and really like that one. And yeah, fantastic job to both players. Fantastic, nicely done, and thank you for watching, and till next time, this is your cncHD. Bye bye.